Hello, my name is Mariah and this is my channel, Kalidara Creations. Let's have some reflective conversation. Pour yourself some tea. I'm actually not drinking tea right now. I have hot water with fresh ginger, lemon, and some honey in it. I drink a cup of this a day. It's so good and so good for you. So let's just dive in. As time and experience unfolds, I realized more and more that the two key ingredients to actually making your dreams come true are honesty and responsibility. So number one, honesty. It's so important to be honest with yourself, like to be truly transparent with yourself in every area of your life, in every relationship, your relationship to other people, your relationship to your friends, your relationship to potentially a partner, your relationship to your job, to yourself, to everything, to be honest and to really check yourself, to ask yourself questions like, is this relationship actually nourishing me? Does this job actually feel fulfilling? Am I happy here? And to really distill the answer that you feel like you should say. Like really let that fall away and really hone into your heart and be like, what feels true for me? Like, do I actually feel fulfilled? Like, be honest, because nothing is ever gonna change if you're not honest with yourself. Let's say you have a job that you just don't enjoy and you ask yourself this question and you just distill away the shoulds. Like, okay, well, I should like this job because no shoulding. Put that to the side and really be clear. It's like, okay, no, I actually don't really like this job, because if you're not gonna be honest with yourself about what you're really feeling towards that job, deep down inside, then it's never gonna change. So first step is to be honest. And then the second is to take responsibility. Responsibility is your ability to respond. So when you then acknowledge this truth that you feel in your gut and your heart, we will use the example of your job. You could just be honest with yourself and then just brush over it. But no, like if you actually want things to change, you need to use your ability to respond, to make the circumstances different. Because if you acknowledge that you don't enjoy this job, but you just keep showing up and choosing it every single day, and then you begin to feel helpless, when you need to take a step back and realize that you are choosing this. You are choosing this for whatever reason. You are choosing this, and you have the power to choose something totally different. Like, you have the ability to respond. And by choosing to show up to a job that you don't enjoy day in and day out, it's probably not a response, and instead it's a reaction to what you think you should do, a reaction to how you were told you need to live. But let's say, for example, you now recognize that you don't want to work this job anymore. Now you have this truth, and you recognize your ability to choose, and start strategizing and really kind of plan things out, and then start asking your questions like, what do I want? And really start to get more clear about what it is that you like, what is it that you want, what feels fulfilling for you, and start to orient towards that. Maybe you do quit your job if you're able to do that. Maybe you start working less and you start focusing more on your dreams. Whatever that blueprint is, just starting to reorient towards your dreams is so important. Your attention is literally your life force energy. Where you put your attention is what you are giving life to. So you can continue to keep putting your attention, your energy into somebody else's dream, or you can start orienting towards your own dream and really sharpen your focus on what it is that you want. Every time you feel yourself getting pulled to temptation and distraction, to remember your why and to reorient towards that goal, towards what it is you're trying to achieve. Give yourself fully to that which you want to create. These are just some things that I have learned and I am learning. Right now I'm really applying this to my dreams of creative pursuits. For one, like here I am on video facing a lot of like doubts and insecurities and a lot of things that come up for me, but this is something I want to do. I want to make videos, I want to be creative, I want to share my voice, I want to learn about myself through this process. So here I am showing up, and yeah, so it's like as I share, like whenever I come on here and start talking about something, please know that I'm like always talking to both you, whoever is listening out there, and me, myself. Like I am speaking to myself just as much as I'm speaking to you. I'm not speaking at you. Like this is a learning process. Like me coming on here and sharing my voice and sharing my heart and sharing in these ways is kind of an experiment for myself. I'm pushing my edges and I really want to get to know myself deeper through this process. And I feel like what I'm expressing can be applied to whatever your dream is, whatever your dream looks like. It's not about the end goal. It's really about learning about yourself through the process. And I feel like the daydreaming phase of conjuring up your dreams can be really fun and really beautiful. But honestly, at a certain point, if you just get stuck in the daydreaming phase and just keep repeating and repeating it, you know, it just turns into a distraction. When you take your dreams and actually bring them into tangible reality is when the real magic happens. And for a while now, I have been in the daydreaming phase. It's been fun and I see so much potential, but it's really time for me to ground it in. When you finally go to ground these dreams into reality, it's gonna shake things up, and your doubts and your insecurities are gonna come to the surface. And one day I was really reflecting on this and thought about this metaphor. Say you're in this room and you're looking out the window and you see your dreams and you're just like, wow, that is so beautiful. I want to go out there. I want to be with that. But then you look around and you're like, oh, I am in this room and there's no door. It's just a wall. Then you start to like push up against the wall and start to question things. And then when you push up against the wall, all of a sudden, all your doubts and insecurities start playing out. And you can stop there and allow them to be, allow them to create the fabric of the wall, and to just stay in that room and dream and look out the window. Or you can really just kind of question it and really start to question the doubts, start to question the insecurities. As you do that and continue to set intention on communing with that dream, then the doubts and insecurities start to lose density. They don't matter to you as much. They're less dense. Therefore, the wall is no longer really a wall. And then eventually, since the doubts and insecurities don't faze you, they don't matter, they don't create a barrier, you can walk right through that wall and then out there and just go meet your dreams. I know it's a little bit of a corny metaphor, and perhaps me saying this right now is me doubting and feeling silly about what I'm sharing. So I'm gonna take a step back and just say it is what it is. And when I had that reflection, it helped me understand it a little bit deeper. Right now, I am in that phase and I feel cringe, I feel uncomfortable, I feel all the things, but I'm not gonna let those things matter. I'm gonna choose to continue to show up every day and pursue my dreams. And I hope that you do too. Whatever your dreams look like, I truly wish for you that you choose to take the steps to allow your dreams to come true. Because I truly believe that all the dreams our heart conjures up, they already exist. They literally already exist. They just exist in a timeline that requires things like honesty and responsibility for you to align with. Like when you start walking with integrity, then I feel it's almost inevitable that you are going to align with your heart's desires. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get out of my own way and learn to express and share and be vulnerable and all the things and take responsibility, because I don't want to just sit back and daydream anymore. I want to make my dreams happen. So I'm gonna show up. Like if I don't show up, it'll never happen. If I don't show up and pour energy, pour my attention, pour devotion into my dreams, then they will never materialize. And I'll stay in that little room out there looking at the window, really just dreaming that and wishing that it happens. We can look at other people who are living our dream life and just be like, wow, I wish that was me. But then we need to take a step back and recognize they are where they are because they took responsibility and they showed up every day and made choices that aligned with what their dreams were asking of them. I do believe everybody has their own like calling, like where their heart pulls them, what they feel most fulfilled with. But I don't feel like some people are just special and able to achieve their dreams and some people aren't. Like I believe we are all capable. It's just a matter of creating the conditions around ourselves to allow our dreams to be birthed into reality. I appreciate you tuning in. If you listen to this, and especially listened all the way to the end, I really do appreciate you witnessing me in this, and I hope you find some sort of inspiration from this. As I shared, our attention is so precious, so for you to have taken the time to sit here and witness me sharing and expressing is really, really such a gift. such an honor. Thank you, truly. My intention with this channel is to, you know, do many different things, to come on here and chat just like I'm doing today. I write poetry and I like to put the poems in motion. I've done a couple already where I create visuals and just like kind of weave them together to the poem that I wrote, and that's one form of art that I want to continue to create. Vlogs, dance videos, so many different things. Whatever it is that my heart feels an urge to create, that's what I'm gonna do. I intend to post videos twice a week is my goal right now, Mondays and Fridays. I'm just gonna take each day and create and learn how I can do better, continuously asking myself, how can I grow? So yeah, I appreciate you joining me. See, I feel cringe. I'm just like, how do I do this? Okay, goodbye.